I finished up at a coffee shop. I'm in my car editing this week's YouTube video. I'm trying to get one up about every week and a half or every 10 days or so, just with working a full-time job, filming everything, and having time to edit it whilst documenting this series and trying to build a business is not easy. So I'm trying to do that right here. Today is day 67 as I attempt to build the #1 luxury dessert business in the UK, which so happens to have around 16 to 20 grams of protein in it. I want to create this where, again, low sugar, and it's that dessert that tastes absolutely incredible. You feel like you've got a guilty treat, but you don't feel guilty for eating it because it still helps you on track with your goals and your diet, which is great. And I don't want to go after that hardcore gym audience. I mentioned that before. I feel like people are doing it, they're doing it well, and I don't want to jump into that. I want to target a different audience, which I'll share with you in the upcoming weeks. I was hopefully trying to launch this on April the 12th. Realistically, it's not going to happen. I don't have a finalized recipe. I'm not really even close. I do not have a name for the company. I have nothing. I don't have a limited company. I have nothing, no branding, no logo, nothing. I'm actually documenting, trying different recipes to put something together. I gave out the email list. You can see that in my bio where you can sign up, because if you're following this journey, I'm going to create something that I'm really proud of and that you guys will really like. I'm also not going to rush that. And the reason why I say that, I have standards here, which is I don't want you to spend your hard-earned money on something that isn't good, I don't believe in. I've been doing this for over a year, behind the scenes, studying protein desserts as a whole, ingredients, why certain ingredients are used over others, the science behind it. And it's not easy, but I found it really enjoyable. And I've come across other companies in the process of this within the protein space, and I've documented this journey. It's why I've then started doing it over the last 67 days, so you can see what I'm actually doing. Because before I wasn't taking it seriously. I didn't think I was actually going to create a product. I just wanted to create a really good dessert that I could enjoy. I really wanted to combine two desserts that I love. Cookie dough. When I was younger, my mum used to make this really good banoffee pie, so kind of like connecting that with cheesecake. Logistically, I didn't have investment capital to go into retail, where it needs to be refrigerated, and try to sell this online, I'd have to use ice packs. Don't have the money for that. It's going to cost too much. So I reverted to having like a biscuit base, cookie dough, potentially a sauce and a frosting on the top. With the frosting, you can change that to different flavors, mix and match a few things. And that was my other version of trying to create an alternative to that cookie dough cheesecake and calling it a frosted cookie dough pot or whatever along the lines of that. But underneath this umbrella, you could eventually, I want to combine other desserts that could, whether it be blondies, brownies, cinnamon buns, millionaire shortbread. I want to combine some of these. So you have like the ultimate dessert that tastes great, but isn't just the same as what everybody else is doing. And what I've been making on my story, I have over the last 6, 7, 8 months been documenting, reverse engineering other people's recipes. Because I want to learn why they use that pot size with the ingredients that they use. How much do they all cost? And then depending on the weight of those pots, how many you're going to be sending in a box, how much that's going to cost, the delivery. And I've been documenting that. And you've seen that. I've not brought anything out. I've not sold anything to anybody. Because I also don't want to copy others. I'm not trying to do that. What I've been documenting is seeing, okay, they're using these ingredients. This is what it tastes like combined. It's really good, which is why these companies are doing well. I bought from them. But I don't want to be those companies. I don't want to make what they're making. So I'm not even saying I have to use cookie dough for this. We could use something else. And I'm testing that. So this week, I'm testing other recipes because eventually I want to have a variety of different recipes under this umbrella that you can choose from within that category. It's going to take some time. I'm trying to figure it out, which is why I'm not rushing. And when I eventually bring something out, by building this relationship, it's actually going to be good. I'm just frustrated because it's taking me way longer than I want it to. But I want us to be able to stand on our own, in our own category, and nothing else really be on the market like what we're doing. So I'm documenting it. I'm testing